Yes, sir.
Sundays and Wednesdays, 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way
Sundays and Wednesdays, 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say?
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing
That
it.
was
And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you. With the crew and you. With the crew and you. To the crew and you. Yo! How is everybody doing? We are live. Welcome to Talking with KPG. I'm the most I'm Corey. Up in the left hand corner, we got G. We got the OG on the top. I was just asked to do this because my man is on assignment. I got OG in the basement back there, listening. How's everybody doing? Week 1 NFL. We are in the building. What's up, fellas?
Hey, man, doing great. Week 1 was great. Week 1 was great for some of us. Some of them.
Listen. I think because we only got an hour. We're going on early from 7:30 to 7:30 so G can enjoy the game. OG can finish watching his great weekend. I don't want to do this right now because I'm feeling terrible. Listen to me. Before we get started, I want to tell y'all, I was at the game. I was there. We were having a great 3 quarters. And then the real Falcons showed up. My team shows up and let a New Orleans Saints team, which I ain't going to lie to you, they came with the fans. They came with the heat, won by 1 point. Let me tell you something. I was so dejected. I was so hurt, but at the same time, I was ready for this. My girlfriend has been doing me like this for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? Right when I'm thinking, that we finna get together on some good terms. Go ahead, OG. Go ahead.
Corey, I'll sit back here and let you talk the whole show, man. I can listen to this the whole show.
Listen, so let me finish. So, like I said, my wife buys a seat, so we're sitting there, and I'm talking about we blowing kisses, we feeling good about the game. I mean, we're there. The atmosphere is electric, Charlie. Let me tell you something. It's great, and we start off so hype. I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm doing TikToks that I ain't never did that many before. I'm just TikTok. I'm feeling good. Then something came over me, Chuck. Something came over me like, don't you get too excited. So my cousin, I ain't gonna lie to you, he's the biggest Falcon hater you can never meet. And you know what I'm saying? G been knowing him for about 27 years, maybe 30 years. He's one of the biggest haters ever. So I sent him a photo showing that I was at the game. Why did I do that? I got ahead of myself. I got ahead of myself thinking that, we were finna win this thing. Nope. And my wife was like, why did you do that? I don't know. I was excited. But anyway, man, how was everybody's week 1 going, man? How's your week 1 so far, Chuck?
Week 1 is going good. My Commanders pulled it out at the end.
They did
win. Yeah. Chris Sanders finally showed up and had a good game. Dotson had a good game. McLaurin did his thing. Defense held on at the end. So this is a great week. Anytime you get a W, it's a great week.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Chuck, that you may not believe. Well, you may kind of believe it. So they showed the scores up on the Jumbotron. They showed y'all scores up, and there were Commanders fans at the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what y'all doing here? You know. Anyway, but besides that, we got our boy G, who is showing up at the stadium at Cowboy Stadium right now. Show us what you got, big homie. Is it live?
See, man. We live. As you can see, man, I'm in the heart of it right now. The game is like maybe 40 minutes away from starting, man, and our boys just hit the field. It's a big crowd right now, right? Actually, man, the Tampa Bay Bucks brought a lot of people to this game, so it's a big crowd. I got my dog with me, RT here with us, man, and my boy Glaze. He's not happy. The same reason that you're not happy for us. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what we're gonna do. So I actually had the opportunity today to meet up with my guy Jesse Holly, Mr. Along himself, man, and got an autograph signed jersey from him. So I'm pumped up, man. I'm pumped up, baby.
Well, that's right. So I know I done said a mouthful about mine. Now tell me about these Commanders, OG. You know, did you expect? I know you expected this win, but tell me. I'm gonna give you my do's and don'ts. So what happened with mine? I want to hear what your thoughts were about the game.
Well, do's and don'ts. It was kind of like, I guess, the Falcons game. No, we up 14-3. I did miss some of it because my daughter called, so I was talking to her for about an hour and a half. So I felt comfortable going upstairs with my wife to talk to her. We up 14-3. Then I get my wife to turn back, and we down 22-20. What happened? But then, like I said, he came through at the end. Y'all got your downfalls about Carson Wentz. Yeah, he threw a couple of interceptions, but there's a lot of people threw interceptions this week. You know, there's a lot of surprises out there. But overall, I think the offense is going to be good. They use Chris Samuels and kind of like in a Debo fashion today. They had him in the running back, had him at receiver. I'm just glad to see him healthy, and he's starting to pan out like I thought he was going to be. And Dotson, the rookie, I mean, he had a couple of touchdown catches today, so I think we're gonna be all right. Just gotta show up the defensive backfield. That's our weakest point right now.
My man G, what are you expecting from this game here, man?
I'm expecting the defense to struggle early on. As you can see in most of the games, man, people struggle in the first half to get their feet underneath them. I'm expecting a little bit of a defensive struggle. And I don't think in the second half, man, I'm expecting them to kind of pull away from them in that second half. I think we'll get everything going. Did y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in the second half, I think we'll get our feet underneath us. You know, we haven't played in the preseason, so I think it'll take us a minute just to get going. But once we get going, I think we're good to go. The Tampa Bay Bucks are coming out right now. I'm gonna show y'all.
You could have muted that, man, while you did
I was
that.
about to say, yeah.
I see some Tom Brady jerseys down there. I see the Bucks in the house too, though.
They're in the house. It's a big crowd right now. But we're still rolling in. They're still out there tailgating, man. So by the time the game starts, it'll be 70-30 Cowboys.
I get it. Anyway, hey G, so are you concerned at all about the late news that came out about your quarterback?
No, not at all. You know, that was the shoe didn't fit, so you must have quit type situation, man. So I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is the offensive line. That's my only worry. If we can control that front seven, I think we'll be all right.
But you said in the second half you're gonna pull away from them, so evidently you think you're gonna control them.
Yeah. Once our whole line gets their feet underneath them and understands what we're doing and what they're doing, I think we'll pull away. We have a better team all around than what they have. So yeah, Michael Parsons. Yeah.
A better team all around.
Right.
But he playing against the GOAT. Really?
The GOAT is the best player. He's the best player out there. But we have the best defensive player in the league right now. and Michael Parsons. And then if you look at the team, you would have to say that the Cowboys have the better players. The only thing better than what they have is Tom Brady.
Now I'm kind of lost on what was the news on the quarterback on Dak Prescott.
Well, Dak Prescott went out of practice on Thursday because his ankle, but he had changed his shoes, and they was hurting. So he had tried some new shoes on. They was hurting his foot. So on the report, you have to put that you had an ankle injury or whatever injury or a limited practice. So it's nothing. I just seen him run out on the field. He's ready to go.
Cool.
So I got a little wager here.
Uh-oh.
I wanna ask you a question. How many passes will CD Lamb drop tonight?
Damn. Oh, I'm sorry.
Plus or over 4? Over or under 4?
Under
4.
So you admit he gonna drop something then?
No. I ain't made nothing of that.
I'm gonna put up. Hey, since Chuck brought it up, I'm gonna throw up 3.
How about this? Over or under 100 yards? Over or under?
For who?
CD.
For CD Lamb. We talking about CD, right?
Under.
I got over on that.
I take that back. I take that back because he's the only receiver you got. But if I'm Tampa Bay, knowing that he's the best receiver, I'm taking him away. I'm gonna say under.
It's easy to say that. You had a plan to do it.
All right, since we doing these Cowboys, what we doing right now? Over or under 250 yards for Dak Prescott.
250?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say over for like 265, 270.
What you got, Charlie?
Under
250. So go ahead.
Offensive line gonna let him down.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna meet you halfway in that, cause I ain't gonna let this new breaking news for me, cause Cowboys are good for covering up. So I'm gonna go under myself, man, cause like I said, I'm just hearing about it, but I know y'all kind of y'all kind of shifty when y'all giving out news. So I'm gonna go under. Yeah, okay. So let me share a story with y'all. You know what I mean? So this is my first, like I said, this is my first experience with, like I said, as a season ticket holder. I like to call myself, a new. So I caught the bus, train there. All these fans were going on. When I tell you, let me tell you something, man. Atlanta was spirited in this game. And I'm gonna say this here too. Mariota didn't look half bad. I hate it when the quarterback loses a game for me. But I'm throwing somebody under the bus today, man. Arthur Smith, my coach, man. He lost that game for us today. He did. 4th and 1. The situation would have still ended up the same. I was explaining this to my wife and a couple of fans that were next to me. The situation would have ended up the same. Week 1, go for it. Go for it. You know what I'm saying? The situation would have ended up the same. We lost. If you don't go for it, you lose anyway. But go for it as opposed to giving the ball back. That's the frustrating part to me. And then on top of that, y'all can stop texting. And I'm sitting there looking at y'all while y'all mess with me. But at the same time, that's the experience I had week 1 when I saw it firsthand. My coach let me down.
So you're not ready to get rid of him, are you?
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying I'm seeing the inexperience. I'm seeing where he needs a little bit of help here. I'm seeing where he doesn't want to. You know how some coaches go, this is what all the money is about. This is what you get paid for, to take chances, to take risks. He didn't do that. We had 40-something seconds left, and you gave it to him. They went down the field, and they kicked the field goal and one by one. But at the same time, you tried. Let your team try. We gave up 26 unanswered points in the 4th quarter. 26 unanswered points.
And let me say this. That's the turnover in players that you all have had. Y'all turned it into an offensive team, But when they're doing that, y'all have a very young team too, and it shows with some of the plays that y'all had, man. I think over time you can see the difference. Your defense played lights out in the first half, and then they kind of let up. They kind of
we were tired. We didn't let up. We were tired. Terrell, our best.
I don't know if y'all were tired. I think y'all was playing soft. Y'all was giving like Mike F. Not I F. Michael
Thomas.
Mike Thomas, yeah.
Just easy route. Y'all wasn't pressing him no more. Y'all was up in his grill in the beginning, and then
Landry
y'all
too.
got a lead. Yeah, y'all got a lead, and y'all kind of backed off instead of just stomping on their throat. And I think that comes Terrell, yeah. But I think that comes with time. That comes with time, man. But
So
overall, go ahead.
My bad. Go ahead. Continue.
But I think overall, I see a difference in what the Atlanta Falcons are doing.
Kind of. So since we talking about cornerbacks here, did any of y'all watch how on the game? The game one. I know I'm transitioning here off the cuff, but game one of the NFL season on Thursday. Did any of y'all watch the game?
Yeah.
All right. Did we get any takeaways from your? Who now, does anybody say that your boy is supposed to be the best cornerback in the league right now? For the Rams. Rams. Anybody?
I think he's going to be number one. He's going to be number one, right?
He's ranked number one. I know. Yeah. When they introduced him, they showed their ranking down there. He was like 1 out of 100 or something.
And that's what I said. Does anybody doubt his number one status right now?
No, he got lit, but the best of them get lit. But just beware of this next week coming because you know who they playing.
Who they playing next week?
They don't play y'all? Who they play this week?
Oh, yeah, we do go up there. Oh, Lord. Ain't no beware. We need to beware, right? We need. Yeah, that is true. That's true. But I'll say this here so far, week one it's exciting to me. We also want to cover. There he is. He got his Cleveland on. Let's welcome to the show. ATL guy Barry, my cuz, Big Trev. What's happening, cuz?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We've been talking about our week ones, man. Tell me what your takeaways is from this.
1-0. What else I gotta say, man?
So far, you and the OG are 1-0. I'm 0-1, and we're gonna hopefully G will get his wish and be 1-0 as well. You know, give me your take.
Who wishing that?
Huh? I'm just saying. I know he's wishing that. I'm just saying he's wishing. You know.
Yeah. Let's make it straight. Nobody else is wishing that.
Hey, I know I'm not. Yeah, I'm just. That's why I said I know he's wishing that.
Look at G.
Corey is too, because Corey picked the Cowboys. So yeah,
I did.
Corey is too.
That don't mean I'm wishing it, but I did pick it. You know. So Trey, give me your takeaways from this Cleveland game because your cousin was going crazy. My wife was acting super duper crazy, behind it.
It was competitive, and I'm not sure if I said it on the show, but I said that Carolina kind of had, for at least the NFC South, y'all's division. I said, listen, they got some talent. I think they could win some games, and Baker been showing that he's still a starting quarterback. They made it interesting, but he had to take that L. Over here, my boy. And over his game over here, my boy.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So Chuck, who y'all got up next?
We got Philly, I think.
Okay. Did Philly take an L today? Philly won today, right?
Yeah, Philly beat Detroit by 3, I think. 38-35.
Yeah, that was a competitive game.
So far, I think I got trouble coming. Do you feel you got trouble coming next week?
Nah, I'm good.
You good next week? And who does Cleveland have coming up next week?
Jets.
The Jets. Okay. Jets. That's right. They beat the Jets today. So, Big G.
Yo.
Tell me what's going on right now, man. Tell me what you feeling right now.
Man, I'm feeling hyped. I'm feeling hyped. You know, they're just warming up right now. This is what I wanted to see. I love to see the warm ups. I love to see when they come out the tunnel. So I'm getting pumped up. And I know once they warm up, they get in the huddle, then they break it down, then they go back to the locker room. So then we got to sit and wait a little longer for the game to start. But I'm getting pumped up about it, man. And I'm going to show y'all right now, the Bucs are going to the middle of the field, man. They're on my star right now. But they're not being disrespectful. But
Lord Jesus.
yeah, they're not jumping on the star. They're not jumping on the star. They are in the middle right now, though.
You got some good seats, man.
Yeah. So, so I'm excited, man. But my phone is about to die on y'all, man.
Oh.
I hate to say it. I think I got 4%.
How you gonna have 4%, man? So that means
Been out there taking pictures.
I love my charger. Man.
I think that's a reason. I think the reason for that is that's so you can't get text messages during the game just in case things go south.
Y'all better not try to text me. I know that, but I ain't bothering y'all. Don't bother me.
That's because my team was winning. That's why you ain't bothered me. My team won. They had lost.
Y'all was down for a minute. Y'all was down 22-14 for a minute.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
And what happened at the end?
Yeah. 1-0. 1-0, Chuck. Yes, sir.
He gone. No, he back.
1-0, Chuck. That's all that matters.
Right.
Well, he got the hook for all of us, so we might have to end early. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But at the same time, all right.
If I fall off, well, y'all can keep going, right?
I think when you fall off, that's gonna cut us all, right?
Yeah. Let me see right now. Hold on. Let me see. What happened?
It's black.
What happened?
It's black.
The whole thing is black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we still here though.
Oh.
But we can hear you.
Oh, y'all. How about y'all? Can y'all see y'all?
Yeah. When you did that, we can
you
still see each other. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, y'all keep going then.
All right, we'll
If I
keep
fall
going.
off, y'all just keep going. Yeah.
We fall out. We'll keep going. We'll keep it going.
Switch over to another host.
But y'all, hey, you ain't gotta go the whole time. You can go 30 minutes. We can go 30 minutes and call it a day.
It don't matter. Like, look, so I stay with the format. Week one of the next week of college, I think y'all wanted to cover the Alabama taking that win. Now let me ask y'all this: Are they still gonna be ranked number one?
They won't. They'll still be in the top 4. I don't think they'll still be ranked number 1. But I know G losing 40 down to 4%. But it's one thing we need to talk about when G does have more percentage.
What's that?
And he thought it was a safety in the end zone when Young got sacked and they called a personal foul that didn't overturn.
You know what? You're right, OG. That was not. Hey, listen. Now let me ask you this. So G, you thinking that was a safety? No, was not. I don't think it was. You saying it was a safety, OG?
No, I said it wasn't.
It was
we
not.
had a big argument about that.
Right, it was not. That dude was not down.
Just because he threw it and it hit a lineman, he had nobody in that area, dog.
Yes, it was, G. I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm gonna send you a picture. There's a running back in that area. I'm gonna send you a picture. I went back. You made me so mad last night. I had to record it. I went back to that point and watched it and took pictures so I could send to you.
Well, send me the picture. I need to see it because he was laying on the guy, and then his left elbow was on the ground when he threw the ball.
No, it wasn't.
Check it out. Check it out.
No way, G. No way.
Well, okay. Because I know, look, I don't want to get deep in it because you're going to cut out and then OG going to want to get in your butt right now. But
I'm going to wait.
I got to get y'all opinion on this real quick. So, we have a coach of color that's at Notre Dame. Notre Dame just went 0-2. I told my wife, I said, listen, I'm not a Notre Dame fan, but when we got a coach of color in that position, 0-2 at Notre Dame, do y'all think that his job is going to be in jeopardy if it continues with this type of trajectory in his first year coaching at Notre Dame?
Unfortunately, I think so, man. And I think they set him up. I think they set him up, man.
Whoa.
They he's in a tough situation because they don't have a good team. They don't have a good team. And they brought him in there. They're not going to give him a chance to rebuild that team up.
Right.
So I hate it for him. He looked like, damn, I know this, but they come from my head. After that game, he looked like, man, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. Fellas, what y'all think?
I don't know. I can't tend to disagree. I think they give him opportunity. I think it would look bad on Notre Dame if they bring him in there and hire him and then turn around and fire him just because you had a couple of losers. Like you say, they see the talent that he's got. It's not that he's neglecting to do. He's trying to prepare the team, but if the team is not accepting whatever the case may be, then some of that falls back on him. But I don't think they'll fire him after 1 year. I think they're gonna give him at least 2 or 3 years to try to build it up.
What about you, Trev?
I'm with Chuck, man. You know, I've seen other programs, a lot of other programs with a lot more. You know, they don't start off great as well, and those coaches get a little bit longer of a leash. And I mean, just with how things have gone, he should be allowed to get the program going. But you know, it looks bad because you know you got everybody on the outside saying, how does Notre Dame make it into the college football playoffs? That they suck every year.
But you pay Marshall $1.75 million to come and play like a tune-up game and lose.
Listen, I know. Now that's what would be my next point. Is like it looks even worse that y'all are paying these programs that shouldn't be on y'all's level and y'all losing to them. But I mean, hey,
a Sunbelt team too.
Hey,
and I ain't gonna lie.
What about Texas A&M?
Texas A&M, they paid him $96 million to do this job, and they lost. And they paid, I think they said $1.8 million or whatever, and got their ass. Excuse me, got handed to them too. But I think he got a little bit more leash than this brother. That's why I was bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? We don't have
conversation, man. we get on them too.
Yeah, we do. Like I said, I think they took an L. Let me see who else. It was another team that lost to Nebraska. They lost to a Sunbelt team also.
Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
They fired their coach.
They fired Nebraska coach today, didn't they?
Yeah. Scott Foster gone.
But he was already. I mean, he hadn't done much since he's been there. And he came from UCF after they had a great year and went to Nebraska. But he really
how long has he been there? Well, I saw people say he's been there 4 years.
I think it's either 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Okay, then. So I'm saying if that's been disappointing, the history that Nebraska has had in their program, then they should let Notre Dame coach. His name is not coming to my head, but I want to say his name. They let him work it out.
Yeah,
let him work it out. Y'all just gave him the reins.
But remember when they had Tyrone Willingham, and they gave Tyrone a year and a half, and then they brought in the other coach, right after him. I'm just saying they hadn't been, all that great with giving the color a chance. At least that's how I've been feeling lately. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was asking, do y'all feel like, he's going to have a fair shot when it comes to coaching Notre Dame, being a man of color, and Notre Dame not really having a long leash to give people time to rebuild. That's all. That I was just, I felt that way whenever they lost to that Sunbelt team. That was a little bit embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just me, man. That's just me. But
his name is Marcus Freeman.
Huh?
Marcus Freeman.
Yeah. That's coach at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Now, where was he at last year? Does anybody remember?
He was at Notre Dame, wasn't he?
He stepped up. I mean, like he was on.
Yeah, he stepped up because when my man left, they made him the interim coach, and then they went ahead and made him the head coach.
Okay. Ohio State, they handle business. I know. Are you a Ohio State fan too, Trev?
Come on, yeah.
Okay, they handle business. So in my projection, I think they'll move to number 2. But Alabama being Alabama, do y'all think they're gonna be 2? Alabama's gonna be 2 or 3 after this?
No, it came out, didn't it?
I don't know. I thought it normally comes out during the halftime on Sunday.
No, I think it already dropped, and they only dropped it 2, I think, and Georgia's 1.
Okay, Ohio State 3.
Oh, let me.
Because I didn't think it came out yet, but all right. NC State, man. I saw it. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. You keep looking at that.
That's what
Texas.
I said Georgia. You right, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. And because I was looking at the bottom 25, and I know Texas, because of their performance, they crept in there, so they're like 23 or something like that.
21st on this one, I see.
The AP poll, they're 15 on the AP poll. The one
Okay. And look like
What
Texas A&M dropped way down.
I'm about to say, what did they fall to? Losing to
24.
Appalachian.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
What did Notre Dame fall to? From 8 to what?
Well, they probably out of it.
They ain't even in there.
Ain't in there.
Yeah, they out.
You lose two games straight in college football. It's you scratching it, just get into consideration.
Dang, so they out of there. He said they out of there. That's what's up. Florida, did they lost to Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
They rank 18.
My wife just sent me a text message. She wanted me to shout out Southern University for playing LSU. They played them kind of tough, though. They took a solid L, but they played with a lot of a lot of pride.
You said they played them tough?
As tough as they could have, for low mid major. They need listen in the SWAC. What can you do? We didn't expect it, but
Yeah, man. Shout out to the HBCUs taking the chances.
Trying.
And we all know what that's about.
About money, about a check. About a check.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, I mean, I shouldn't be no grift about admitting that either. They need to get these games. They need to get these TV deals. They need to get this money from these big time universities, and then invest that back into their top down. You getting the right coaches, the right recruiting assistants, the right facilities, all of that. So hey, if it takes an L right now, however you want to look at that, I look at more of the positive side of that.
Hey, you know the best thing about that? During halftime, they had LSU band and Southern band that did at the same time playing the Cupid Shuffle.
Did they? I missed all of that. The Cupid Shuffle.
Yeah.
Hey, still Louisiana State now.
And they had up, I guess it's the area code, because they had, while they was doing it, they had up 225. I guess that's the area code for Louisiana.
Yeah, Baton Rouge anyway. I mean 504 is New Orleans, but 225 is Baton Rouge. So that's both of them teams. And that was the first time that we played them in football, ever. We played them in baseball and basketball, but never in football, Like I said, now, and I'm being straight up now, did we expect to win? Of course not, but you always want to play hard. Like you said, big shout out to them for trying.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm going to throw out. Go ahead.
And I was gonna say we started the season with Central Florida, and in 2 weeks we'll go play South Carolina.
Oh, y'all play South Carolina too?
You're playing South Carolina October the 1st.
Okay, so y'all get a taste of that ass whipping too. Yeah, at least I ain't by myself. That me I can get something too. Okay, good. We'll talk about that when it happens.
All right.
I'm gonna say something else, man. That was a shocker to me, man. The 49ers beat the 49ers lost to the Bears today.
Yeah.
Yo,
there's a few shockers to me.
Yeah. What's your second one?
The second one was how Minnesota beat Green Bay.
Oh, they beat the hell out of Green Bay. I just finished watching that.
And then the Colts and the Texans tied.
20 points up. Yeah, deuced up.
You want to know something? When we was doing the predictions, and we talk about like the curveballs and stuff, and like people trying to, hey, it's gonna come down to a field goal. It's gonna come down to, like, I should have. No, I'm gonna get this one a draw.
I know, right? And nobody said a draw. I know, right?
We can't predict the draws, but they gonna happen.
Colts and the Texans, I know, right? So let me go down now. The Ravens, they spanked the Jets 24-9. I mean, I think we all kind of expected that. Big shot, huh?
Spanking though.
I don't think did anybody pick the Jets to win against the Ravens?
No. Be clear. Is
Okay,
that a spanking? No.
It was spanking. You don't think it was?
Nah, 24-9 against the Jets.
I'm just saying they didn't score at all. Those are all field goals.
Okay, but come on, what's up? We did 35 plus.
Okay, so 35 plus is spanking you. I got you. But it's still a shutout in terms of touchdowns. They didn't score at all.
If I kick 3 field goals and you kick 2, we won. It don't matter. It ain't a shutout.
No. Okay. I feel you on that. I think I can agree to disagree on spanking. You let out the gas at a certain point. But
you're not wrong. It's a shutout of touchdown. So yeah. I mean, I've never heard that.
What's your shutout, Chuck?
Technically shutout would be 0.
0. You know?
Yeah. I'll be remiss if I didn't give your brother James Lil John a shout out for these Fins who beat the Patriots 20-7. And I can't remember. I know G normally he writes it down, but I think I picked the Patriots. I
picked Miami.
Yeah, you picked the Fins.
I think you picked Miami too, because I think we said you picking Miami even though you like Matt Jones.
I did. Well, good for me then. Good for me. I can't remember. Good for me.
I think G may have been the only one that picked. Who'd you pick? I know G picked New Orleans. Trevor, who'd you pick? You remember?
New Orleans versus the Falcons?
No, we're talking about Miami and New England.
The Patriots. I think I picked Miami.
Okay.
I think I said they're gonna go down there and you know what? I think y'all said it when y'all first, or you might have shouted out Tua, or no. Oh, I know why I'm getting this mixed up. I was just editing your video, and the last episode, y'all were doing like the players that you say, hey, they need to show up, and yep. Chuck was talking about Tua, and I've been seeing so much stuff on social media, man. What's up with all this propaganda? What's up with all this propaganda
about Tua?
Yeah, saying, he don't think he's about to. I'm like, this is propaganda.
Hey, you need to talk to him then.
What, me?
Yeah, you don't say he show up.
No. What we were talking about the 5 players that we thought need to have the best year this year. And I did say Tua, because I said this is his sophomore year. I said the same thing about Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
They both need to show up this year.
Yeah, I don't think Chuck was taking a jab at him, but I'm saying that I don't know if it's just what I'm seeing a lot of, and it's drowning out like the positives and the hopefulness of that team coming together and having a lot of pieces. But I'm like, why is everybody feeling like he can't get it done?
So that's what I'm saying. So let me go there. If Chuck is feeling that, obviously he's seeing something that we didn't see. So I guess my question to you, Chuck, is what made you say, that he has to show up? I know it's his second year, but maybe it's something that you saw that we didn't see.
Well, this is actually his 3rd year. And like I said the same, and it was all about what athletes that's in that part of their career where they need to basically prove themselves. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's what I mean by Jalen Hurts and Tua. In the past he may not have the best supporting cast, but now he's got a great supporting cast. So this is his year. I mean, this is you got to show up.
So with this propaganda that you've been seeing, has it been on a negative side that he had to prove himself, or they just didn't believe in him, or what have you been seeing?
Wait. I don't know how I can do this. How I flip the camera?
I don't know. Can you? He's trying to flip it.
The camera. Hold up. Oh, it went away.
We see it. We see your TV. We saw it.
How they did the picks.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I saw it. It was I can rewind mine. It showed everybody. I think only one person.
Everybody but one person picked the Cowboys.
Yeah. Oh, on the before the game started.
Yeah, NBC.
Who picked the Cowboys?
It was I don't know. It was at the end though, and then Dungy gave his last pick, and then it was Tampa Bay.
Dang, I don't know what G is, but he probably wouldn't want to see that.
He's like,
Dang.
oh, that's okay. That's what they. Of course, they gonna say that.
Facts.
Okay, so the Tua, I think this is it's like it's a different way of looking at that situation, right? Not so much as being as saying like he can't get it done, but I agree with Chuck by saying like, especially with Jalen Hurts and their history at Alabama and them coming out and the questions about them going to the pros, it's like we just saw how kind of short of a leash he was almost on, with the success that the Miami Dolphins had. And the just Deshaun Watson stuff, that was his job. You know what I mean? And now you have these rumors that like this guy from the Texans, like you're hearing these rumors about him coming, and they like, all right, we're gonna move on from him. But they stick with him, and I agree with the idea that now that they've made the moves, you go get a top receiver in the league. Pressure is on you. Not saying that you can't, he's not gonna do it, but the eyes and the pressure is gonna be on him. But I'm more so looking at my criticism. I'm more so looking at the criticism that he like sucks. Like he just and it was a viral tweet. It was getting a lot of retweets. It was the game today. It was like when he underthrew Tyreek Hill. I guess Tyreek Hill was wide open. They said, "Oh, Tua getting off to a hot start this year." And I'm just like, here go this propaganda again. And then I go check the score. They up 17-0.
And they still getting on him.
I'm like, no. I mean, I think that was like early in the game. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's like Tua off to a hot start. I'm like, man, you wouldn't see that from, maybe you would. I don't know. If Aaron Rodgers underthrew somebody, would they be like, oh, he off to a hot start with his receivers that he's stuck with this year? Come on, man. That's why I say it's propaganda. And I'm trying to figure out what's the agenda. What is the agenda?
Yeah. Okay. I like I said, I wasn't paying attention to it until I said OG had brought it up. But I guess at the same time, sometimes people see things that we're not paying attention to. Because but then I think was one of his guys too also. I think y'all had. I think he said y'all were like 4 for 5 on y'all picks, but maybe he saw it too.
Well, I think he said we had the exact same picks, but because we did, he wouldn't change. He wouldn't add somebody else to his list. I just can't remember who. I just can't remember who he added though.
Okay. That was up. Where you want to go with this one from now on, Chuck? What you want to do?
You know what I'm gonna bring up.
Come on, Lord. It's time. My bad, everybody. It's time. I let my man take over from here and pass out these flowers. Go ahead, my man.
I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the WNBA. Being that this is the championship series, the best of 5, with the Connecticut Sun, that surprised a lot of people by being there. A lot of people thought the favorite Chicago Sky would go be there, but Connecticut Sun went to Chicago and beat them in 5, won their series 3-2.
And how did they do it? Game 1.
And now we've gone to game 1 of the championship series.
Yeah.
Which is in Las Vegas. And wasn't a blowout. I think it's 67-64.
67-64, yeah.
But
how did Asia do?
She had 24 points. But it just amazes me that that the Aces came out on top.
Why does it amaze you?
Nah, it doesn't amaze me. I'd be
sarcastic. I'm about to say, why does it amaze you? So we'll say, I think, so am I right by saying this? One of these two teams will be a first-time champion this year?
Yeah, I think so. I know the Aces haven't won one. I don't think Connecticut has won one either. I could be wrong, but I don't think they have.
Yeah, I think they were saying that one of these two teams will become, a first-time champion. And it looks so far like the Aces done struck blood first. Now this is a 5-game series, correct?
Right.
They just played this one at home at the Aces in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I think it'll be just like it was the semi. I think it'll be 2-2-1. So it'll be 2 in Vegas, 2 in Connecticut, and then the 5th game will be back in Las Vegas, if needed.
Gotcha.
Matt knows that magic word, if needed.
If needed. I don't know what my boy G is right now. I don't know if he wanted to add some of this Sun. I know he had post Go Suns, but you got anything to add on this? These WNBAs, Trevor? I don't have a whole lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. This ain't my expertise. I listen to both of these jokers, especially my man that shake these pom-poms on these Aces. I ain't gonna lie, he been calling this out all season.
I'll be honest, I keep up. I see a lot of the highlights. I don't necessarily watch. Just because I'm stuck between so many other sports. Like, I could get into baseball, I could get into combat sports news, but I'm a little bit out of the loop with the WNBA. But I like y'all's content is how I kind of keep up with it and like know who's who, and the season is kind of it's just a whole other deal for me. But hey, listen, I don't know, but I'm here for the trash talk.
And it's definitely that between these jokers here when it comes to that. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. At first, it took me a minute to understand how deep, it went with y'all at first as far as the Aces. It's a hometown feel first, and then he gonna start hitting you with stats after stat after stat. And don't mess up, because hey, look, he'll come back with it too on that next show. So.
Well, I got it up, and I know a number of the stars, right? I know a number of the players, like a good amount. The numbers speak for themselves, so that's I don't blame them. We do it in every other sport. The numbers speak for themselves, and I know Asia Wilson be hooping. I don't necessarily know that girl Gray. And I guess I would agree with the fact that, like, I don't think a lot of people expected the Sun, and especially over the Sky. So I hope it'll be interesting, man.
I got one more thing, that I want to kind of stretch on to y'all as far as this Steelers and the Cincinnati game.
Wow.
Now, and I said, your brother, I don't want to leave Rodney out, because the Steelers pulled one out. But sources say that Watts tore his pec. He might be out for the season.
Yeah, he did.
Najee Harris got hurt too. I'm not sure what's up with him. I think something to do with his foot or something.
Is he out for the season?
I don't know if he's out for the season, but I know when they went to overtime, he didn't play.
Okay. Your boy Joe Burrow, he threw 5 interceptions that game too. I mean, was it my question to y'all is this going to be his sophomore jinx? Because I don't think he played the first year. The first season he had tore his ACL and he came back. So I don't count that. But, this was last year was his technically second season as a Bengal, but it was his first full season. I call this his second season. But you think he's going to be the same as he did last year? Is he going to be just as good, just as volatile, just as, as lethal a quarterback in the AFC as he was last year?
I don't know. If you go by indication of the first game, you would say no.
Right.
But then, everybody turns things around. You make your adjustments, you do whatever you need to do to come with a different type of game plan. And, it could be, I won't say first game jitters, but just that first game where you actually, you had your preseason, but preseason the starters didn't play 4 quarters. So, who knows? Maybe he can turn it around after this game, but it's really hard to say. But that's a tough division they're in. So, and to start out with a divisional game like that, which a lot of teams did that, with the Chargers and the Raiders did the same thing. But yeah, speaking of him, I don't know. I think he'll turn it around. He won't have this type of game every week, but to say that, it's tough to get back to the Super Bowl back-to-back years. So to say that they'll go back, the way Kansas City played today,
it ain't been done since 2002.
Right.
And Kansas City, hey, they look good today, man. Man, like I said, Mahomes, he always looked good, but like I said, they dominated, you know, and in the opener, I think what they put up 44. Hey man, that ain't bad coming out the blocks. You know what I'm saying? So,
Shoot, not even a division, man. Just the conference, and you know, I was talking a little mess about them Bills, but man, I think I already talked about it. But man, so I don't want to do that. You know, it's game one, and so much is going to happen. Like just what happened with the Steelers. We didn't expect them to even win this game, but then boom, y'all get a major injury. Game one.
Yeah.
You know, major guy. My opinion on Burrow, the talent is there, man. I think he can get it done. He has his wide receivers. He can get it done. But we're going to have to address his offensive line. 7 sacks.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And that was their problem last year. They had as much success as they had last year with him running for his life and getting beat up. It's crazy. It was crazy for them to make it to the Super Bowl with that offensive line and him running for his life. And you come out, y'all didn't win the Super Bowl. Y'all trying to make it back. In your first game, y'all give up 7 sacks in the division.
Yeah.
And you know, that just reminded me, you saying them giving up sacks. I think the turning point of the Super Bowl was when he got sacked right there at the end. And like you said, you know, the same thing with, I think, the Tennessee game. I think he got sacked, what, 9-10 times in that Tennessee game in the playoffs.
And they won.
So, yeah, and they still won. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And you know what's crazy? The Falcons had 3 sacks today. Well, I ain't never did that. You know what I'm saying?
Your boy Grady got 2. 2?
Yeah. Yep. Grady got 2. And I forget the other guy, 95, I think. You know, he ended up getting 1. But we had 3 sacks today. You know what I mean? So, but I know there's a whole lot of crazy things. Huh?
Grady only got y'all 2.
Oh, we only got 2? I thought we had 3. My bad. Okay, my bad. Sorry about that. But the fact that we had, that we getting sacks, you know what I'm saying? We don't normally we hardly ever do that. I thought 95 got 1. Maybe it was an assist on one of them sacks that Grady had. My bad. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's the craziest first week that I've seen in a long time. I know a lot of our guesses, a lot of our predictions, are just as they are predictions. We thinking one thing and it happens another way. But what was the greatest? I ain't gonna say greatest. What was the most shocking to y'all this weekend as far as week 1 is concerned so far?
I don't know. To me, like I said, that was most shocking is how Minnesota beat Green Bay. To me,
okay, yeah. But I think, which one of y'all said that the weapons are gone now? Because he lost his main guy. He got a bunch of rookies that he's throwing to. I mean, did we expect him to be the same dominant person without what's your man name for the Raiders? Yeah,
Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
absolutely. He's still Aaron Rodgers, but at the end of the day, he needs guys that are on the same page as him and are going to catch the ball. And I'm not going to be stuck on that one play, that rookie.
Number 9. Yeah.
Or 9, I forgot his number.
Something like that, yeah. Right on his hands. Yeah.
And the camera go to his face and he's looking to the sideline like, is this what we about to do?
Yeah.
And you can't help but feel for the guy because he's still an all-world talent. He still deserves criticism for not winning and only putting up 3 or 7 points in the playoffs. He deserves criticism, but this is still Aaron Rodgers. So,
yeah. And like I said, to go back to these Chiefs beating the Cardinals, I know if G would have been on the show, the first thing he would have talked about was, your boy not doing his homework or probably didn't do some video work or whatever. But but we know that's probably not the case. I just think that the Chiefs were actually pretty tough this year. But hey, man, listen, to me, it was an exciting first week. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Considering I had a little bit more, how would I put this? I was into it a lot more this week coming up into this first game. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, I I'm excited, man. Fantasy. Did anybody? I mean, how you doing in fantasy?
I don't even know. I looked at it earlier, but I don't know how I'm doing now.
Yeah, you play fantasy trail?
No, I didn't hop in any. I got a whole bunch of invitations. I didn't hop in any this year. I told you, man. I'm torn between so many other sports.
Yeah,
I don't got time. I don't got time, dude. I don't even want to deal with it. People gonna hit me up already trying to get the NBA fantasy league set up. I'm like, man, come on.
it looked like that game had already started out there in the Buccaneers with your boy with G out there. Look, I don't know what he did with his camera. He did something, but
I was like, lobster? Like, where do we go?
I don't know. He done left his camera somewhere, his phone somewhere, but I don't know if he plugged in or what.
I almost forgot. Like you said, shocking this week for me.
Yeah.
If I could rank them, because there's a couple. If I could rank them a little bit towards the higher end, I think the Giants taking that game against the Titans.
I did. I didn't bring that up. You're right.
Washington. I play lineups. I still do the little fantasy, like the contests and stuff. You know, yeah, sort of, yeah. You know, just like the DraftKings, FanDuel fantasy contest,
okay.
And you know, I picked the Commanders defense on some of them lineups. And the Jaguars, man, you know, they still put up points on them. So
you should wait till Chase Young come back to pick the defense.
You know, maybe I didn't do my due diligence. You know, maybe I didn't do my due diligence. But that was a little bit lower end because it's just like, you know, I think they both suck. So.
Hey man, what you talking about, man?
Let's see who's paying attention. But the higher end, I think I would go back to it. The Bills versus the Rams. I think they were like a 2.5 point favorite, and then you beat them by 21. It did not look like the defending Super Bowl team at all. That's terrible.
Mine wasn't a shocker, but it was more or less a wake-up call for what I think I said, you know, a couple of weeks before with Trey Lance and these 49ers. Because the Bears put it on them or whatever, 19-10. I just don't think that Trey is the guy that, you know, that they think he is. And that was the reason why they re-signed Garoppolo as a backup, you know, I think he re-signed because they're going to expose Trey Lance for not being the quarterback that they think he is, and then they're gonna give Garoppolo a boatload of money. That's just the way I was looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold up.
Hey,
hold up. Number. I said, well, hold up. Number one. Did you watch that game? Did you watch that?
Which
game?
one?
The Bears versus the 49ers.
They were showing highlights at the game. You know when they, you know, because your boy is a hometown kid here, so they were showing the small bits and pieces of it on the jumbotron.
Okay.
What's up?
No, guys, I didn't watch the game, and I was just saying, like, what did you see if you watched it? But you were at the Falcons.
Yeah, I was at the Falcons.
You know, like same deal. I saw the highlights. Man, it looked like a monsoon went through there. Like what?
What you as far as the rain?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't peep that out. I did not. They were just showing, you know, like they, you know how they show.
He sliding through the water. Justin Fields. Man,
yeah.
the place looked like it was flooded.
Wow.
So that's why I was about to. I was gonna say, was it the weather that affected them? And because I'm seeing highlights of the ball is slipping out of people's hands, and it looked like they was having some difficulties. And I feel like, you know, anybody's gonna have some difficulties with that.
You know why? I guess why they playing a regular game going. You know, they had different cameras and different angles, but they just show touchdown highlights as opposed to, you know, any of that. But they were going through. That's why I was telling Chuck before when they showed the Commanders highlights. I mean, they actually had people cheering. I'm like, what? Why y'all in this game and y'all cheering for the Commanders? But they, you know, they had a bunch of that. Like I said, Atlanta's always been a melting pot for different people.
You know why?
Tell me why.
They in a division with the Cowboys.
Oh Lord, dude. That might be.
Hey, I'm watching the game, and Dallas got another offensive lineman going off the field, Gimp.
Is
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
dang. Look, I know your boy. He out there somewhere. Look, he probably beating himself up, but we done hit that hour, fellas. What y'all want to do? You know, I know y'all. I mean, people that's online today, they want to continue. Or y'all got anything else y'all want to finish this thing off with?
The Braves are number one
In the division?
Yes, sir.
Are we at 90 wins yet?
I believe so.
That's one sport, Corey. That's one sport you and Trev have to take over,
dude.
I'm kind of like with Trev with the WNBA when it comes to that.
Oh, when it comes to baseball.
Yeah.
Where we at, Trevor?
No, they're not anymore.
We're not. Who's number one in the division now?
Oh,
Dodgers?
They lost. They lost today and yesterday to the Mariners. No, the Mets.
Right.
What do you mean?
The Mets.
The NL East.
Okay. Mets. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
I went out.
Mets look good too, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. They have a pitching duo that's gangster right now, but you know we'll get into that on another day. You know what I mean? But other than that, man,
you talking about fantasy?
I'll throw some shouts out to those who online right now. And then whatever y'all want to do before we dip, I'll let y'all handle that. But I'm gonna throw some shouts out. Alicia Roberts, I'm glad you're on. Milton Edison, James Lil John. I ain't see your brother. There go Rodney. I saw Rodney on there. Kamira Wright. Let's see, my wife Kanisha. Who else we got on here? Jovan Brooks. Let me see. I appreciate you being on. Vincent Farley, 88 wins. That's what we talking about as far as Mr. Nick Chubb himself. The Guardians ain't doing nothing this year.
What you mean? Whoa. Number one in the division.
No,
number one in the division.
The Guardians?
I'm looking at the standings right now.
Are they? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, they only one game ahead of the White Sox.
And that's what I'm saying. But y'all division are weak. Y'all they weak though. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing.
I wouldn't say that. The White Sox got a lot of talent. I don't think they're not a World Series contender. But the Yankees have reverted back to their ways. They slowing down.
Yeah.
The Astros are the Astros. They're still top. The Mariners have, and fitting because we just lost 2 in a row. The Braves just lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
To the Mariners.
Let me tell you what I want to see right now outside of playing. I want to see Pujols get 700. He hit one last night, but it's hard to do, man.
Yeah, 696 now.
Yeah, 696, man. I ain't gonna lie. I know this next 4 are gonna be hard, or next 3 or 4, are gonna be hard for him to get. But I want to see him do it. I want to see him get 700. You know what I mean?
This is last season. He retired.
Cool. Do y'all got any? Oh, Martino Adams. My bad. Game time. Cowboy Nations. I see you putting that on there. But anyway, big OG, you got something to add, man?
Is Pujols retiring?
Yeah, I think this is last rip. Yeah.
Okay.
So he got a few more to try to get it, and I think some of these pitchers are giving him some straight gas to see if he can get it out of there. I think like the one he got last night, that was a freebie. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was a freebie when I watched him get it. But I know it's hard to do, man. Listen, it's gonna be some guys that want to give him just straight gas to see if he can get it out of there.
You want my opinion on why?
Come on.
It's because you get them last Ks on Albert Pujols, you gonna want that ball back.
Of course you want it back.
I got them last strikeouts on Albert Pujols.
But I'm saying you got a few that want to give him, they want to give him a few flowers. They want to make sure that he make it happen, especially on his last season. Come on, man. You got a few games left. I see some of these pitches, especially the ones. Okay, say if I was the one that gave him 700, or I gave him 698. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it still works out because they're gonna get in the ball back. He gonna sign the pitcher, gonna sign it. They're like, yo, man, it's a gift. I gave you that one. So
the pitcher ain't signing it. The pitcher ain't signing it.
They'll sign it. Huh?
Oh yeah.
I would if it didn't hurt me none. I'll give you 698 or 699.
One they'll send them team representatives in the stands
To get that ball, I know.
They gonna bribe them.
Yeah,
They be the cameras will be on them, and the commentators be talking about them. Like, what do you think they're talking? What do you think they're offering them?
and see what they're doing now too is like the balls that they're pitching to them, they're marking the numbers on them so they'll know which one is which. Sort of like with them home run when Barry Bonds was doing it. And remember like gold balls or whatever it was. In the like the gold balls that they have during the All-Star break or whatever, so they'll know which one is which. But they're marking down the serial numbers on those balls, so they'll know which one is which one is the right one. But that's just my wants to see. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all got anything else?
No, you're not. I let you know you're not doing too good in fantasy this week.
Thank you. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I didn't even look at it. I was waiting it later on, but I appreciate you doing that. Look, that's messed up. That's messed up. I think before we leave, look, I think Kanisha, she was complaining that G had who did she say he had playing today? He had Cardell Patterson. And we played Cardell like there was no tomorrow. But I think G had Cardell in his lineup for fantasy. Yeah. And she was complaining about that, but I don't know if he was taking her this week or not. But
yeah, he's beating her right now, 152 to 106.
Okay, who am I playing right now? No, don't tell me because I ain't look. I wait till later. Obviously, you telling me I wasn't doing too great, so it don't really matter if I'm looking at it right now or not. But thank you for that enlightening number on me, Chuck. But
just to let you know that I'm winning.
You win. Okay, we're good. Good. Man, hold on. Let me look. I'll look later. But like I said, we said we're gonna do 30 minutes so everybody can watch Sunday Night Football. Right. Like I said, I appreciate everybody being on. Trev, once again, that you're kicking in like a turbo booster. Anything else, fellas?
No, that's about it.
That's what's up. Well, we appreciate y'all being on. Like I said, once again, we'll see y'all on Wednesday. We're gonna talk more football. We're gonna talk more on heavy stuff on what y'all felt like week 1 went. And like I said, we'll see how G's experience was at the Cowboys. Hopefully they take a because he ain't gonna be no good. And I like when Chuck go ahead and whenever he lose. But
yeah, especially when my team win and his team lose. Ooh.
What? Oh man, he ain't no good. He ain't no good. So I know, right? Well, all right, fellas. Like I said, I'll call it an evening. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Like I said, we're gonna still be coming on at Sundays at 7:30. Also, we advise you. I'll be remiss if I didn't throw out That's Right. It's gonna be premiering on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all take a look at that. It's gonna be some wonderful women.
It's actually tomorrow. It's
tomorrow. Yeah. Monday.
The 12th.
I apologize.
And I think they're gonna have a recap on Tuesday on their Instagram that they go over with. I think what Crystal said they're gonna review with the podcast from Monday.
Okay, so
when they go live on Instagram.
Check out That's Right on Monday and the review on Tuesday. Wishing these girls luck on their premiere. You know what I'm saying? Much luck, much success to that Right family. They've been working hard trying to get this out there. So other than that, I appreciate y'all coming on. Big Charlie. For me, Big Charlie. OG, who's on assignment at the Cowboys game, probably losing his mind over there. Big Trev, thank you for coming on. See y'all Wednesday. Have a wonderful afternoon.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a good week.
Peace.
See you Wednesday. All right.
Later.
Peace.
How's he gonna cut it off?
Huh?
It's gonna keep going. How's he gonna cut it off?
I don't know, but we finna leave. Y'all can say y'all want to. My wife said the live is on Tuesday. I'm sorry. So that's the recap. The live is on Tuesday, but the show airs on Monday. Yeah. So I don't know. I think we still in his ear. Hopefully we still in his ear.
Yeah, because his camera's still going. I just saw some movement, so it's still.
Yeah, I see a shadow up there. I know. G, if you hear us in your ear, I know you had 4 minutes, but if you can hear us in the ear, man, close it out. We finna dip.
Yeah. All right, fellas.
All right.
Later.